prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Western New York. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Running out of the gun with Davis. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. Look out. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water. We're sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Here he is on 3rd and long. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On the handoff, here's Davis. Escapes a defender. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Look out! Half.
They kick the running back in motion. That one's complete over the middle. Running in the red zone. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick to the air is Tagovailoa. His first throw is an interception. The rookie from Penn State makes the play. First and 10 now from the 30. A handoff for Davis, running right. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Davis. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Off 52.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. And he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills take a 13-0 lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2 now from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second down carry for Achane. Across midfield to the 45. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3. That's caught. Devon Achane. He's got it in the red zone. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Out of this shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They run the counter to A-Chain. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here.
All right, fellas, listen up. Number 1.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
56, 56. What's that?
Running left is Davis. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
What's that?
Play action now, Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Five wide. Look out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the... And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On target to his man Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Alert. Gun. Look out.
Allen to throw. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looked, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it in the field is short.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Bills get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Look out.
Handoff here to Davis. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing now on first down. Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Mevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Tagovailoa on first down. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They motion the tight end over. This time they'll keep it on the ground. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
First down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Mevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Finds his man Waddle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Good save. Go ahead.
Running with Achane out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Help!
Achane again on 2nd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Get set.
They put a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, Now I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A-Chain on the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Achan will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again with Achan. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Offense up to the line fast. Running forward, it's Achan. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They maybe get a yard there. Still can't manage to run it in. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
So now a big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for 2. Tagovailoa will look to throw. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Davis up the middle. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Allen. Chased out to his right. They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth!
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready.
Here's A. Chain up the middle. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Go ahead.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Bills get to him. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
21G, 21G.
Hill comes in motion left. Trying again following the sack. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes at it. I'd call it about the 12-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 17. Forced out to his right. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 8. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Going right side. Davis with it. Up the sideline, past the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. It may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Middle. What's that?
Here he is to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point in this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Eskridge on the return. Here's a reverse. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Alert! Look out!
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Mevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. He breaks the tackle. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback.
And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. He didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Bills keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.